Today we're going to talk about preparing to go show some lots. It's essentially very important. I would never want to waste anybody's time. I think anybody that goes out there and meets with me or anybody that I've trained really walk away with some valuable information so that way they could adjust, raise their budget, lower their budget, choose the lot, reduce the size of the square footage, raise the price of the size of the square footage, choose a subdivision that doesn't have a well, that doesn't require metal roofs, and be able to pivot so we get somebody to the right house on the right lot at the right price. If you show up without any valuable information and just go walk a lot or walk a house, to me, you're not really doing a good service to the client. Of course, hopefully have already driven the area, if not need to drive the area. So this is the way that I prepare one of my files for an actual client. They're very tuned into the subdivision where I'm selling one of my model homes. We were already in there building some houses. And what I did was I pulled all the lots, but I pulled 4 lots specifically over there. On each one of these, I pulled an aerial photograph of it so I could see, and if I'm out there walking it, depending on if the people really like the lot. This particular one is a really cool one. It's on a street called Whiskey Trail. I'm familiar with the neighborhood. Most of these are 5, 6, 7, 8 acre lots. So I have the information, I could walk the lot. The first part I'm gonna do is get out and start touring some of the lots that I pulled. Here's another one on Stagecoach, aerial view. This one's right on the road. I might wanna talk about some of the advantages or disadvantages from being right on the road. This one might get a better price because it has some road noise. It might be great because also some people don't wanna drive all the way to the back of the neighborhood. This one might be flat or more affordable and fit the budget for those people. This one's in a cul-de-sac. So if people like this one in a cul-de-sac, looks like it has some fantastic trees. I would imagine the topography goes kind of downward, kind of like that. We'll get into the topography on another video. But when I'm out here walking some of these lots, I'm seeing what they like about the lot, what they don't like about the lot. Do they like a lot of trees? Is a view important? Is the topography important? So maybe it's flat and they want to be able to walk right into the backyard. Do they want it really steep so they have a fantastic view? Do they want to drive all the way back to this 5 acre lot and be totally secluded in the back? Would they rather be up in the front? Are they really kind of budget oriented where they just want to hit the number and get the most land for the money kind of situation? You can't really get that information just from talking on the phone or meeting at a model home. So it's essential that we go out and walk the lots. The first component before you sell a custom home is picking out a lot. Now, even if they don't choose one of these lots, at least it gives me a benchmark to work out some pricing on a floor plan that they may like. I'm also going to bring information about our floor plans. Luckily for us, we normally have model homes. This particular area, we have 3 model homes, one in the subdivision that I've shown them. I want to go tour them through some houses that are appropriately sized. If I don't have one that's 18, 19, 2,000 square foot, I'll try to show a 25. If I don't have one that's 25, I'll go up a little bit from there if I have to, but try to do the best I can to tune into one of our model homes or one of our houses that are under construction that are sized more appropriately. Another thing, out in some of the communities, we also have houses that are farmhouse houses that we have under construction. We got very modern houses that are under construction. We got regular traditional houses. We got Tuscany houses. So in addition to showing them the right sized house, I also want to show them the right style house as well. Even if it's a little bit different in square footage, it's still great because they get a feel for how the rooms will feel with the ceilings and the different ways of the architecture. So that way it helps them envision the appropriately sized house that I've shown them with the style house that I've shown them with the lot that I've shown them. This particular situation, I went and brought these guys. I originally was showing them a 2,500 square foot house. So I have a price sheet with a floor plan. I'll walk them through this 2,567 square foot house, and then I'll provide them pricing on it based on one of the lots that I think is probably not the most expensive one, not the cheapest bottom of the barrel lot, but somewhere kind of in the middle, so that way they can see more or less what it would be to put this size house on one of those typical lots. We have our base price, we have the variables associated with that, then we have our lot price. And then that comes to the total. So basing it from a 25 to a 23, I brought another one. This one is 2,152 square foot, and then one that's 1,958 square foot. So I'll have accurate pages with the lot that is typical in that neighborhood at least, with the built-in build cost, with the variables, right? with all that totaled up to the bottom line on 4 different prices on 4 different plans. And after I've shown them these plans and shown them the lots and give them this paperwork, I think it's really important that they'll walk away knowing more or less what the bottom line is. And it doesn't have to be one of these. The thing from here is, as I'm talking to some buyers and gathering that information on what's important, the style house, the size house, we have ways where we could pivot down to a less expensive lot. If they go, yeah, you know, Adam, $700,000-$800,000 I need to be at 6 or at 7 or 8 or this, whatever their price range is, we could pivot to a more expensive lot if they really want the view. If we need to pivot down, then we want a little bit more of a basic lot. Maybe the one by the road that's less expensive is the right choice for them. Instead of the 2,500, maybe it's 2,100. It goes up also. Sometimes people walk in the house, they need a house that's much bigger. So if I've gathered that information, I could easily go back and start showing them some of our 3,000 square foot, our 3,300 square foot model on 281, be able to base a price that's appropriately sized for that need. And from there, you're able to talk to your client, get rapport. I actually show them that I know exactly what I'm doing when it comes to the lots, when it comes to the house, when it comes to the variables, and when it comes to the bottom line. And that way they know that I'm their source to talk to about getting valuable information as they're in the gathering information phase of the process of starting to design and build their custom home. Find them the right lot, the right house, and being able to price it out for them where it makes sense and it's easily digestible information. I hope this is going out to a lot of people that are going to be selling houses for us. And I hope it's very helpful for you to help sell some Everview homes. Thank you.